welcome back. We are finally getting into my guest bedroom / office makeover, and I've got a lot of really interesting ideas, but this room is proving to be kind of problematic because there are so many purposes. So let's jump into it and let me show you what we're working with. So this is currently what we're working with. I'm sure you recognize this chair if you've been watching my channel, and this little side table. I DIY'd these. And then this has been kind of like my office area. I really need to deal with the cord management. The desk is from Ikea, but I feel like I've kind of outgrown it. And the chair is a steel case chair I got from a mid-century auction, and I uploaded a video about that if you'd like to check it out. It was really fun. Really love this chair. It's so comfortable. I love the view outside. That's our backyard with all of our beautiful plants, and it's just like such a great place to sit and do work and like look out. It's very relaxing. This dresser is from Facebook Marketplace. I got it for $20 and I really like the profile of it. I don't know much about it, but I think it's just like a nice, simple tall boy dresser, and I might keep it in here. I might take it out. We get really great light in here with these two big windows. And then this picture right here, I got from the Palm Springs estate sale I went to, but unfortunately when I brought it home, I tipped it over. I was being clumsy and totally broke all the glass. So I'm gonna have to take this out, but I still wanna use it. And then right here, this is the bathroom. So I'm definitely going to work on that in a future video. And here is the guest bed portion. That's our cat's bed. We'll have to take that out of here. It's a little scratching thing, but this is from Ikea. And we got this when we first moved out of our last place and haven't had the chance to use it. So let's start with this office space, as I use this the most. So I mentioned back in September that I could not find a rug for this space, but I finally found this beautiful one on Facebook Marketplace for only $80. It's 100% wool, and I absolutely love the pattern and the color and the detail. Apparently this guy found it in the Goodwill bins for a couple bucks and was going to use it as a drop cloth for his paintings, so I'm glad I saved it. And then this solid wood desk was also a Facebook Marketplace find for under $100, and I think it has some potential. Okay, we just got this in here and I think I like it. It definitely feels more antique and mid-century. I have to absolutely change these knobs, and it's not really in the best condition. It's got a lot of kind of chipping here and there, and so I feel like I need to do something about that, but it's supposed to rain all week, so I brought it in, and any kind of changes I'll just do inside. It does feel gigantic compared to what I had, but I mean, I guess that's what I was looking for, is something a lot bigger. I think I wanted to like paint the drawer fronts just to change the color a little bit, and maybe the top to kind of add some variation. So this is probably a good time to show you the Pinterest board that I've been making for months now. I've really been adding a lot of color and geometric patterns, clean lines. I mean, I love this like quilt right here. I love having a giant gallery wall. I'm really loving color blocked furniture. I think having the desktop there, or even something like this, has kind of inspired me to get this desk and maybe paint portions of it a different color to add that postmodern minimal vibe. I think having the pop of black leather gives it that mid-century look, but I also wanted to include a lot of natural elements like these really pretty organic curtains that I liked. I also really wanted to just make it feel like a full office with tons of books and records and decor and pictures that really mean something to me to make me feel inspired. I think having aspects of chrome in here is really fun. I think it kind of balances out all the wood. And as you can probably see, I'm loving having color in here and maybe like pops of red or yellow, or just having some kind of muted earth tones. I think bringing in an organic vibe in here will really replicate the style of the home. But this is kind of what I've been thinking about nonstop and trying to incorporate really minimal but intentional texture and design. All right, it's the next day. I wanted to sleep on it and see if I wanted to keep this desk, and I do. I think it's going to be the perfect piece to try color blocking on. I've never done that before, and honestly, I don't like to DIY stuff or paint wood just for the sake of it, but I really want to make this feel like a vintage antique piece of furniture, and by using this like interesting color blocking technique that was on a lot of mid-century pieces, I feel like it'll maybe feel really interesting and kind of high-end. I don't know. I've never done this before, but we'll try it out. These are the 4 colors I found at Home Depot this morning. I feel like maybe doing these 3 colors on the drawers would be super cool, and leaving this one natural. And then on the desktop, maybe just doing this color, which is kind of the same color of my t-shirt. I feel like that would be really relaxing and kind of like mimic what's going on outside. And it's got these like natural muted earth tones, and it kind of matches the rug. And I think this also balances out the red in the desk. So I got these sample sizes. They're only $5 each. So I thought maybe I should just try it out and see if I like it. And if I don't, I can always sand it off. But let's see what happens. I just wanted to give these drawers enough of a scuff sand that the paint would stick to it, so I just used some 320 and just made sure to wipe off any of the excess dust before painting. But I realized as I was wiping it off that I missed some spots as there were some snags, so I filled those with spackle as well. The best way to use painter's tape when you can't paint down a layer of white before you put color is to press really hard with a rag over the tape so that it really sticks and activates the glue. Additionally, I highly recommend you get a foam roller for painting any kind of furniture. It just leaves such a seamless look. All right, I just finished the first coat, and first of all, this paint has like really good coverage. I only have to do probably one more coat, so I'm happy with that. The color is kind of giving chalkboard right now, but I'm going to kind of maybe just see it through after I paint the drawers to see if that helps. It also might darken as it dries, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna move on to the drawers, but I'm kind of liking it. I feel like already it's a little bit more interesting and it's kind of matching the rugs, so I don't know. Let's see how the drawers look. So I knew that I wanted to balance out the color on the top with white on the very top drawer, but I couldn't figure out if I wanted blue or green or too green on the bottom. And I finally just played around with it. And as I did the second drawer in the green, I knew that I wanted blue at the bottom, and it's just kind of an intuitive process. So I'm glad that it actually worked out. While the paint is drying, I want to do the next step, which is basically drilling a hole into the back of this. I have never done something like this, and I've never seen someone do anything like this. So I don't know if this is even a good idea or a smart idea, but I am so fed up with all of the cord drama that's always around my desk because I'm charging 1,000,001 things. So I thought I could get one of those charging packs, which I already have, or I think it's called a surge protector, and I could plug it into this and then run the cord into the drawer and have everything charge inside the drawer. That would like change my life. So I have this really big 7/8 drill bit, and I'm basically just going to try to get a hole through the back and through the back of the drawer, and we'll see what happens and see if it's a good hack. And if it is amazing, then you can clean up all of your crazy wires as well. So the problem with this drawer is it doesn't come out, but it looks like I got through, even though I kind of really busted the drawer here. So I totally thought this was gonna work for some reason, but then I realized in the middle of it, I should have used a hole saw drill bit. It's much wider and it just would have made a really nice clean circle, but I don't have one of those and I should have gone and bought one, but I didn't. So I just made this additional hole and it looks super bad. I know that, but it'll work for now and I can fix it in the future. In the meantime, I use these Velcro command strips on the bottom just to keep the plug in place. And then I use some command hooks to actually hide the cord so you can't see it at all under my desk, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, so it's the next day and I let this desk cure overnight. The next thing I had to do was put on a layer of this water-based polyacrylic, and I've used this many times before and it just helps harden the top of it. It's really great. So right now I'm just gonna let that dry and probably do 2 or 3 more layers, and then I need to also do these drawers. So I'm gonna do that, and then I think we're basically done with this desk. So after much deliberation and going through my bag of all these odds and ends of knobs that I've collected over the years, I decided on the small white ceramic ones that I had at my West Hollywood place. They're actually mid-century, and I feel like they just give this desk what it needed. The bigger ones made it kind of feel a little bit childish, and the other metal ones just kind of made it feel too mid-century. I feel like these totally fit the graphic vibe that I was going for. Also, just in case you were interested, I thought this drawer had some fun little notes in here. And earlier in the year, I actually found this at a thrift store and I had no idea what to do with it, and I thought it could be a DIY project, but it fits in this drawer perfectly as I don't have 3 drawers for organization anymore. And I realized that this drawer folds out so I could put my keyboard in here, which is amazing. Okay, so back in September when I went to Ikea to check out their new vintage collection, I told you guys that I would show you my haul once I did my guest bedroom makeover, and so now we're here and I feel like it's the right time to show you what I got. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of it because it just took me so long to find the right desk, and by this time kind of things have changed. So the first thing that I did want to show you was this lamp. I picked this up when I went there in September and I absolutely love it. It's so cute and weird looking and it's very modern and mid-century, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the vibe. The yellow is just too yellow, but it might work somewhere else in here, so we'll revisit this lamp. The next thing I got was this blanket. It's really pretty and warm, and I love like the small little checks, and I think this tone of red really works with the rug, so I might want to use this on the bed when I get there, but I like this a lot and I think I'm going to keep it. So the next thing I picked up was this spice rack for like $6.99. It's just made out of wood and I think I could paint it or stain it, and I probably want to use it as a side table, so I will share those ideas with you when we get there. And then the next thing I got was this cute little chair. I think I'm going to put this on the desk, or I might incorporate it with this in a DIY, so you'll have to follow up for that. Okay, so the next group of things that I got were pillows. I basically got this one. I think this one's really minimal and cute and kind of fits the vibe of the room. I got this one too. I'm on the fence about this one. It's kind of like a rope texture that's like glued on here, something I could have easily DIY'd, but I don't know if it's totally the vibe in here, but I'm keeping it just for now until I finish this space. The next pillow I got is this super small lumbar pillow. I think it was a collab with Makeover or something. I'll put it on the screen if you're interested, but I think this is really cute and totally fits the space, so I want to put this in here somewhere. And this is another one I got. They had 3 of these. They had one in red, black, and then green. And I originally bought the red one, but I just recently returned it and got this green one because I feel like it really matches the rug. And I think there's some other things that I picked up, like some curtains from the as is section that I need to find so I can put those up. Other than that, since this lamp was not going to work, at the minute I started painting this, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I came across this lamp. This is actually Ikea as well, and I got it for 10 bucks, and I think they sell it brand new for $21.99. And I love the vibe of this. I think it totally does way more for this desk than the yellow one would, and it saves so much space on the desk. I don't have to have anything sitting on it, and I can stretch it out as far as I want over the desk. But I'm always going to keep my eyes out just in case I see something else that might be more perfect. But for now, I'm really loving this lamp. I am so surprised with how this little office area has turned out so far, and honestly, the invisible cords are literally changing my life. And I'm loving this lamp because that old green lamp I had on the desk that was already just so small took up so much space, so now I feel like I have enough room to like spread out and not feel overwhelmed. I am also really loving all of the colors because the floor in here is very warm and the desk was very red, so bringing in some of those cooler tones and reflecting what's going on outside, I feel like it looks amazing. But let me know in the comments because this is honestly the first time I've really delved into color in this kind of way. I truly never thought I would be leaning into reds and blacks, but here we are, and I feel like it's looking really good. makeover so far, hit that like button and subscribe to see part 2, where I cover storage issues, privacy issues, as well as hopefully building out my little book nook area and then making the bedroom portion feel a little bit more intentional for guests. In the meantime, I have 2 other makeover videos you can go check out if you want to see how the rest of my house is looking so far. Other than that, have a safe and happy holidays and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.